Your parents might have been present. They might have tried, or maybe you tried endlessly to show them who you were, but the connection just never clicked. And that lack of connection with our own parents creates a deep well of loneliness, especially when it happened in childhood. So today's session will help release the exhaustion from all that trying and help you let go of the emotional blame you may find yourself placing on your parents or yourself. If you'd like to know more about how this works, you can check out the description box for a few articles on the research, the science that's been done on tapping. And for today, rate your feeling from 1 to 10 of being misunderstood by your parents or the sadness of that failed connection. And we'll check back in after tapping. If you get overwhelmed, that's totally normal. Just keep tapping and breathing and let any memory or sensation or emotion, just let it come up and process through. And when you can, get back to repeating after me again. Okay, so here we go. Just tap with and repeat after me. And you can say my parents or mom or dad or whatever you called them, whatever fits best in the statement for you. Even though I carry the deep sadness of feeling misunderstood by my parents, I deeply and completely accept all the trying I did and choose to find peace now. Even though it hurts that my parents tried to know me but couldn't really see me, I choose to let go of the need for their understanding and step into understanding myself. Even though I felt frustrated that I couldn't communicate my inner world to my parents, I'm choosing to honor my efforts, and I'm safe to release this old emotional pain now. I felt so alone in my own family. My parents just couldn't see the real me. The connection with my parents just always felt right out of reach. I worked so hard to show my parents who I was. I felt like a difficult puzzle they couldn't solve. It hurts that they tried and still missed me. I was constantly disappointed in the attempts. I still feel misunderstood in relationships. But it's time now. No more blaming my parents for that misconnection. Letting all of it go now. No more blaming myself, dropping that too. My parents did the best they knew how to do. I'm letting go of the need for their validation. I'm letting my inner child be validated now by me. My parents' inability to see me doesn't diminish my value. I've always been valuable. It's okay for me to be the one who understands me. I give myself the acceptance I always craved. I let go of the burden of that misconnection with my parents. I no longer let that part of my past influence my current relationships. I am the expert of my own soul. Me, my soul, everything about me is worthy of connection. I see myself clearly now. I know I'm worthy. I accept my parents tried their best. And I drop that need of acceptance now. I am understood because I understand myself now. And I forge healthy, strong connections with that understanding. I bring peace, love, and visibility to that inner child. I feel seen now because I am seen by me. I am my own secure base. I see, accept, and love myself completely. I let go of the sadness of trying back then. I'm okay now. I let that inner child heal now. My worth is internal and unshakable. It's okay to connect now. I know I am worthy. I know I am seen by others, but most importantly, by me. Take a deep, comforting, full breath there. And see where you are on that 1 to 10 scale now. It's tiring, it's exhausting to constantly try to bridge an emotional chasm, especially one that wasn't your fault, or act like it's just suddenly okay. You went through that as a child simply because you made it to adulthood. So these sort of sessions are so worth your time and effort, both releasing you and or, I suppose, your parents' a responsibility, depending on how you feel, for that failed connection, and reclaiming your validation, giving your inner child now the support it always deserved, the knowing that it wasn't their fault, that inner child, or maybe your parents, that you couldn't connect, and your goal isn't to be understood by them or by anyone, it's to be completely understood by you. I know it was hard and unfair, but you don't want to be carrying all that, forward. So, anytime you feel that old ache of being unseen or misunderstood or disconnected, choose to see yourself clearly and kindly and connect with yourself and ask what's going on, and make sure that you can validate your own feelings, and then see if from that standpoint maybe you can better explain it to someone else or connect with someone else, or realize on this particular subject, it may not matter. We can just agree to disagree, or, we can go ahead and miss that boat with each other. It's fine. It doesn't affect the whole relationship, or realize I'm just not connecting with this person, no matter how it is that I try or we work around this. And if you can bring that to light and still you work on different tactics or try different techniques or different ways of speaking to each other or communicating and sharing with each other, and it's just not there. It's not there, and that's okay, especially knowing that you can, come back and do these sort of, things, do tapping, both to recognize that, there's sadness that maybe that connection also, now in a relationship just isn't there anymore, or just didn't connect the way you once hoped it would. But also to remember and validate that it's not about you, or it's not, doesn't make either one of you necessarily unworthy. Sometimes it's just that, it's just a misconnection, and, be able to kind of, validate yourself and say, well, I guess we'll move on. You deal with the hurt, the pain, but then you continue forward. And same with your parents, especially if you're able to better connect with them now. But you realize that the past energy still is creating this rift between you, because maybe it's because you just feel like you can't trust them, or, you're still hurt by it, or whatever it may be. And you may always just kind of be different from your parents. There are a lot of us that are that way, or have some fundamental differences that then you choose, do you harp on this around each other, or is it bad enough that, we just kind of limit time around each other, or, or are we at a point where maybe we can laugh it off a little bit more, and all those are easier decisions to make of how to move forward when you've healed the past as it is, and are secure in yourself and with yourself, and you are kind of your closest ally, your best friend, to be able to look in the mirror and say, okay, what is this about? What are we feeling? And from there make, solid, grounded decisions. And make sure that you're open to healthy, good connections of other people who are, emotionally available, and you're not pushing them away because when I was little, I was treated like this, and now it's a pattern, or a habit, or a fear, all those things that it can be, because you deserve those healthy, happy, joyful, peaceful connections. So I'm glad to see you here. Click like and leave a comment if you would. I would really appreciate that. It does help me grow as a channel. And of course, subscribe. You get notified of new videos as I put them out. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.